am Dungeon Master. everyone! Welcome to Pillars of Eternity! It's late for me. It's an unusual time to start for me. Yes, that clean transition, wasn't it beautiful? Hello everyone, lots of people here already. Hello Squidgen here, Luckless is here, Mademoiselle Danielle is here, Hypatia checked in, is on her way home as far as I understood it. Cam is here, Salty Old Man is here, everyone is here, all the cool people. Perfect, didn't steal that line. How are you all doing? Luckless, you just played God of War. I unfortunately missed it completely. I just arrived home from work and set up the stream and started. So, how was God of War? Still enjoying it? And also, thank you very much, Salty Old Man, for the auto host earlier, and Energetic Bell for the follow in between streams. I'm excited for this game. Of course, the second Pillars of Eternity is coming out, I think, tomorrow. So, lots of hype around that game, but I haven't played the first one. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like something I would enjoy. So I wanted to check it out, and there, the big shout out starts. Or the big shout out is to Omar, because she gifted me the game. Yes, I got a present. In the past. But then it was a present in the present at that point. But now it's in the past. But I'm currently, at this present moment, very happy about it. Because now I can play Pillars of Eternity. So, thank you very much, Omar. Check her channel out. She streams regularly. She's an amazing streamer and an amazing person. Yeah, Sweet Owl, a present in the past for the future, exactly. And what a present it is. But since I have no idea about this game, I will definitely need a little bit of your help to get going. I heard it has lots of different features, and probably we will today only spend time in the character creation menu, but hot menu action isn't there. Is there something better? I don't know. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, or if anything other sound problems occur, or any other issues, so I might fix them. Or maybe I don't fix them because I don't know how. Go through all the menu options first. Which one? Which one do you mean? Trust me. I totally trust you, but I don't know what that means. I mean, how many options for the menu can there be? Hello, Athelas! Welcome to the stream to you as well. Grabs the magnifying glass. Yeah, that is a good point, Squidgen. I may switch it over to this beautiful... all of them. Jeez, okay, let's go through all of them. I trust Hypatia that it is worth it. So, quest updates. If the option is enabled, a pop-up will appear whenever a quest status is changed. Sounds useful. Screen edge scrolling. Not sure. Does it work? Yeah, it does work. Should work. Continue movement on engagement. If enabled, friendly characters will continue moving when engaged by an enemy. I'm not even sure what this means. Especially your key bindings and the combat menu. Okay. Develop that I don't know. Enable telemetry. Nah. Not during stream. Shows news. No news. So then controls. Move mouse. That sounds good. Attack mouse. Attack cursor A. Oh jeez. Why is everything on mouse 0? How can that be? I hope it's so big now. Yes, Squidgen. I mean, isn't there something like a tutorial, I hope? No? There's not? I don't know. I hope I will figure it out. I'd be able to help more, but I'm not home yet because there are a ton of controls. Not really. Okay. So I think I will start with the character creation. That will take up to 3 hours, I think. And until then, you should be home when it really counts. And then you can help me with the controls. I think that makes the most sense. Yes, please. Okay, we could also roll the credits if we just end the stream. Also, always an opportunity. Now, this game is about a lot of options. It looks like the wet dream for luckless. It's hot menu action from start to finish. Three hours sounds about right. Nice. So, story time. Story time mode is for players who are more interested in exploration and story development than the challenge in combat. While story time is active, the enemy composition of battles is the same as normal difficulty, but the game mechanics are biased in the player's favor. Additionally, the party can carry an unlimited number of camping supplies. This is the first Path of Exile. Pillars of Eternity. Now I do the mistake as well. And welcome to the stream, Gingy Hound. So then we have easy. The easy difficulty requires minimal micromanagement and easily forgives mistake in combat. It is strongly recommended, in all caps. Looks like a Trump tweet. For those who are new or recently returning to real-time party-based RPGs. Well, that does sound like something I would use. The normal difficulty requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. It is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. And we have hard. I don't think I will do that. In Path of the Damned difficulty, enemies receive a bonus. Oh jeez. Expert mode disables a number of helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own faculties and intuitions while playing the game should play expert mode. This option is selected when you start a new game. It cannot be enabled in... Okay. Not beaten yet, made character, figured out the system, then played all weekend obsessively, and I'm heading home to play more. Okay, so would you say for me, as I'm completely new to it, Hypatia, easy or normal? Like, I'm completely new to this game, and they make very clear that that even normal is not recommended for new players. That doesn't sound safe at all, like this. I wouldn't even trust my own faculties. Trial of Iron. In Trial of Iron mode, only one save file is kept for the entire... Okay. Easy. Okay. Hypatia decides. Thank you. No, luckless. Hypatia was quicker and I trust Hypatia more. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm going to go watch a real streamer. Jeez. I'm completely new to this and it already worked. I'm tired. It will be terrible. Not that we get past the character creation in the stream anyway. And I don't know how long I will stream since I'm coming fresh off work. I aim at around 3 hours, maybe, depending on how I feel and how it goes. So we'll see.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the approaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop.
Sounds more like Sting to me.
He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Don't think that is Matt Murther. He is part of the game, but that didn't sound like him. Pretty sure it's not Sting. Well, I'm not sure anymore. I suspect Sting now in every game. Okay, there we are, the character creation. A woman's role in Eora is largely dependent on where she is from. In the Adir Empire, Valian Republics, and the Direwood, women occupy many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters, soldiers, and leaders of the tribes of Naasitak, in Aer Glanfath, and Ixamitil. Women and men have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and women can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. Male. The place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like Adir and Direwood place them at the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Naasitak, men perform many of the homesteading and organizational duties. In Aer Glanfath and Ixamitil, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule. Okay, so it's basically... Okay, so in Naasitak, everything is reversed. He looks weird. So now the first question is, description for male, men suck. Now's the question, female or male? Hello Asha, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? What happens when... Oh, we get some more information. Valian Republics, a mercantile power and former colony of a larger, more ancient nation, Old Valia. The republics lie to the south of Direwood and Aer Glanfath and are ruled by a duke elected by the Consuagli Asigia. Jesus. This game is torture for reading things. A council of 14 dukes, including its 5 most prominent, the Duke's Bells. Good point. Remember Doki Doki, Akko? I would go male since you'll be voice acting the character likely. Oh, so the main character doesn't have a voice actor. Me with Akko's voice, yeah. That sounds a bit creepy. Just because of my voice, of course. Direwood, a colonial nation founded by settlers from the Adir Empire. Following a series of conflicts with Adir, the territory became independent in 2672 AI and is now ruled by a duke, who is elected by 7 earls that oversee its heirlooms. Okay. Then we have information about Aer Glanfath, a territory comprised of the forest southeast of the Bale River, populated indigenous by a group of loosely affiliated tribes collectively known as Glanfathans, and governed by council of its 6 most powerful tribes. Aer Glanfath is home to a large number of ruined Angwithan sites with Glanfathans hold sacred. The runes have been at the center of a number of large-scale conflicts with Druid colonists whose settlements often encroach on Glenfathan territory, who frequently seek plunder the runes for the relics. Oh Jesus, that will be a treat. I don't think there's much voice acting in the first. Good question. I think Hypatia is on the run for now, but we can ask her later. Do female smaller hitbox logic? I mean, it kind of makes sense. Is there whorehouses in this game? I don't know. I assume. I hope so. But Lagos made a good point. Also, in Mass Effect, we went with femshep, so I think we can go here with the male character, and only 25 minutes to decide on our gender. Okay, did it. First decision. Oh, that will be... Okay, human. Humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Druid, the Edda Empire, Old Valia, and the Valian republics. Though not as large as the towering Aumaua, humans are known for their strength and willpower. We would get +1 resolve and +1 might. Yay, words. Okay, resolve. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. Okay. Sounds useful. Might. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. During interactions, it can be useful for intimidating displays and acts of brute force. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing, as well as the fortitude defense. We don't think badly of you. We all want to know too. About the whorehouses. Well, I guess we will find out. This is the internet. We can only think one thing about someone. Okay. Let's check out the Aumaua. Aumaua. Okay. So they have 2 + 2 might. Okay. The mighty Aumaua are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Okay. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Okay, so that would be good if you have like want to have a knight kind of character, right? Then we have dwarves. Oh, he's pretty cute. +2 might, -1 dexterity. Dexterity is an abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. In interactions, it can be used for sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, it affects the character's action speed with all attacks, spells, abilities, and contributes to the reflex defenses. Okay. Then, but we get +1 constitution. Constitution is a combination of the character's overall health and stamina. Although it is not used much in interactions, it is sometimes checked to withstand pain or endure a physical taxing ordeal. In combat, it affects maximum health and endurance, contributes to the fortitude defense. Yay, home, Hypatia! And no, not a ton of voice acting. Okay. Oh, lots of voice acting and strange names. We already decided on a gender, Hypatia. That's as far as I come. But I have to read the dwarf text, of course, as well. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Druid and the Valian republics and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Okay, now we have elves. Pretty straight up fantasy characters. Would give +1 dexterity and +1 perception. Perception represents a character's senses as well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details. In interaction, it can be used to catch someone in a lie, to make an observant comment about their appearance, or to notice something happening in the background. In combat, it contributes to accuracy, the reflex, defense, and grants a bonus to interrupt. Elves are the dominant race in Aer Glenfarth, and the white that wins are extremely common in the Direwood and Adir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as commonly isolationist nature. Okay, and we have the Orlan Devil Dwarfs. That's pretty cool. +1 resolve. Did we check that? Yeah, that was for humans as well. -1 might. And +2 perception, okay. Orlans are the smallest of the Kith races. Though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, and hirsute bodies, Orlans are commonly found in Aer Glenfarth, the Exemetal Plains, and parts of Direwood. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. Okay, then we have the Godlike. I'm not sure how they look like, but that sounds like me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe not. Okay, dexterity +1 and intellect +1. Intellect represents a character's logic and reasoning capabilities. In interactions, it can be useful for deduction, sudden realization, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to will defense and influences duration and areas of effect for all abilities and talents. The Godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Hey, Astarcy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I do like those. I think that sounds pretty good. I personally like very socially strong characters. I like those attributes. It looks different. It's not just a human or something like that, or dwarf or elf. It's a bit boring because it's like standard RPG thing. But godlike, Orlan, and Omar are a bit more unique, and I think I like the godlike. Ugh. And I have a god complex also. Doesn't that fit in well? I think I will choose that. Yeah, I like that. Oh, but there are different ones. Oh no. God. Nature godlike. Nature godlike appear to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, or fungi. Oh god. This has led to the I don't have any fungi on me. Okay? Just to make it clear right off the start. This has led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. Many Druidic orders have a keen interest in nature godlike because of their general curiosity as to how souls occupy animals, plants, and stones. Wellspring of life, probably an ability, right? Grants a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. That is a very nice unicorn, if it is a unicorn. If not, then it is a very nice different thing. Then we have the moon godlike. Oh, that looks spacey. Look at that. That is very unicorn-like. Talking about unicorns, right? Jeez. Also, you got to affiliate Astarcy. Congratulations, that's amazing. Today, spam some pandas for Astarcy. Celebrate it. Looks pretty cool. Let's read about it. Moon godlike are the most tolerated of the godlike, okay? While their skin tone and large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearances are generally considered more palatable by the other kith. Sailors have many beliefs about moon godlike and their propensity to bring luck, though there's little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring. Then I guess the special ability, Silver Tide. Every encounter when reduced by 75%, 50% and 25% endurance, Moon Godlike generate waves of healing moonlight that restores endurance to them and their allies. That's pretty powerful. Let's look at the Fire Godlike. Okay, more like Fire Demon-ish. The body of Fire Godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt, hard wood, or stone, with harmless flames that erupt from the cracks in their skin. Fire Godlike are objects of both reverence and fear in the Deadfire archipelago. Many local... Oh, Deadfire, isn't that the name of the second Pillars of Eternity? Many locals believe they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one will cause a volcano to awaken. In the Direwood, Fire Godlike are often seen as a sign of the blessing of Magran, goddess of war and fire. Let's hear more about Magran or Magran. Goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption, and trials. Patron goddess of the Direwood. Thought to have blessed the Godhammer bomb that destroyed Waidwen and possibly Eothas. Battleforge. When reduced below 50% endurance, Fire Godlike glow like metal in a forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them in melee. What, you have no idea what you're talking about, Danielle? That's very disappointing. Death Godlike. Now I'm curious how they look like. Ooh, oh, what? What happened to his face? Does it have a face? Death Godlike are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growth cover their eyes, or in some cases entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. The growth are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. Death Godlike are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them the harbinger of doom. Death's usher. When Death Godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Ooh. Who made that rule? Vote death. Luckless votes for death. Yeah, Danny, Akko is taking the character picking way more serious than I do. I just pick a healer or one with pretty colors. I mean, I might do that. Wait, there's a rule that we have to know things to talk? No, there's no. This rule doesn't exist. Vote moon. Vote moon. 2 for moon. 2 for moon, 1 for death. Just between us, but Camp votes fire. I don't like the moon, Godlike. Look at it. It looks too spacey for me. More death. I'm not sure. I like either the nature or the death Godlike. Hey Heimdall! Welcome to the stream. You're playing this too. Nice. Root, fine, death, whatever. Echo says sombrero. Nature looks cool also. I think that looks a little bit stupid. And the thing is, I'm not sure if I will continue this, but if I continue this, I don't want to run around with a stupid, like, obsidian helmet. Okay, Starcy votes for nature as well. Okay, so I vote for nature, Starcy votes for nature, Luckless votes for death, Asha votes for death. So we now need a Camp votes for fire. We need a tiebreaker here. We need a tiebreaker. Well, looks like a helmet. Heimdall. Luckless says nature is his second pick. I made an elf because I wanted to play the ranger and it was the most advantageous. Now we're not going back to elf. I'm not even thinking about it. Now Asha switches to nature and right after that Gingy Hound goes for death. What is this? Moon Godlike is great for extra heals and Fire Godlike for extra armor. Yet they're both out. We're going with death or nature, Heimdall. No, not vote elf. No. Cam stays with fire. Okay. Vote female. No, we're not going back. No, not going back. Okay, now I decide and I take nature. Because I don't want a helmet face. Female dwarf. I'm... What? I can't change the body type? Oh, so that's kind of like... Oh, I see. Oh god, an easy godlike nature player. Tear me apart! Okay. Like... I kind of like this vote all on, like more like a skinny tiny hobbit thing. Tiny hobbit nature godlike. Yeah, I can see that. Like a garden gnome. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh god, that will take ages. I can get them in any size. Okay, let's start from the top. Oh, what's happening here? Okay. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I spent 24 hours making one character, no joke. Oh god. Oh god, we're all doomed. Warned you how much info is in this game. Yeah, I know. But I like it. I mean, I don't mind it. Brutes. Madmen. Berserkers. Though city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect, these rural warriors are respected by their communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence on the battlefield. Barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but in many places, the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarians is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Starting ability, Carnage. When a barbarian hit with melee attacks, they automatically make reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within short distance of the target. Make him taller? What? Make him tall? Jesus. We're joking. Well, let's go elf. Elf size. Like a skinny... You're driving me crazy. Okay. Make reduced damage attacks at all other enemies within a short distance of the target. No, not taller. Now it's tall enough. I like those skinny tree dudes. Athletics +2. Okay. Adventuring is tiring work, in addition to the hazards of mortal combat. Adventurers have walls to climb, rivers to cross, and pits to leap over. Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost endurance. A higher athletics score increases the effect of second wind. In conversations and scripted interactions, athletics is used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. Survival. Survival allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonuses each time they camp. The first 6 ranks grant the following bonuses: damage reduction, received healing multiply, bonus movement, accuracy, bonus versus creature type, increased consumable duration, bonus damage versus flanked enemies. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. Survival can also be used in conversation and scripted interaction that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. He's so disappointed. No, Omar. I can't even pronounce it. Alright, Danielle, see you. Endurance, very high. Okay. I have no idea what these numbers mean. Chanter. That looks weird. In every culture across Aurora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. They are hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world they are just time-honored part of local folk traditions. You can't pronounce half the world in this game, does that mean you won't use them? Yes, like this. Bard? Who's a bard? There's no bard. Is that a bard? Is the chanter kind of like a bard character? Phrases, chants. All chanters can continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help build a chanter's power until they can use an invocation. Invocations, powerful magical effects that chanters can create after they have spoken a required number of phrases through their chants. Not the bards, pretty much. Yeah, sounds like it. But with bardy magics, okay? Lore. Lore represents a character's accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often of occult or esoteric topics. Outside of conversation and scripted interaction, lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. Sounds like it, right, Luckless? Sounds like they have better dialogue options. Mechanics. Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining their resources and maiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an unseen floor plate. The mechanic skill makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Additionally, any character can use the mechanic skill to place traps of their own. The higher the mechanic skill, the more accurate the trap. In conversation and scripted interactions, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of machines. Net beer bars have all the best beer. Okay. I need to take a quick shower. Will I miss a lot of story? Probably not, Athelas. Probably not. The Cypher. What's that? A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach. Cyphers were once called... seriously? Brishelgwyn. Mindhunters. By the Glenfeathans. Cyphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate other person's souls and psyche, using an ally's or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of the techniques have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. Starting ability. Powers. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which ciphers build through the use of Soul Whip. Okay. That doesn't sound good, Danielle. Dumping 50 pounds of dog food on the ground. Well, at least the dog will have enough to eat for now. I made a cipher. They are interesting. Mindbenders. Kind of squishy, but cool. Okay. Stealth, lore, and mechanics. Druid. Scimitar and Buckler. That sounds like Dark Souls. Animists at heart. Druids tap into the spiritual power of the flows through the simple living things in Eora. Plants, animals, and sometimes even living stone. While not necessarily religious, Druids do have a reverence for the natural world and a keen interest in understanding mysteries. I'm off for witcher work. Be back. Have fun all. Aumora, alright. Alright, Luckless, have fun with your work. Thank you for stopping by. In most cultures, Druids are understood as a sort of primal magician. But among the Glenfeathans, Naazitaki, and many rural cultures, they may have high positions and influence authority. Starting abilities. Spirit Shift. All Druids have mastered one animalistic form. These forms give the Druids strong melee abilities and grant an additional power while the Druid is shifted. Spells. Druids have access to a variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, Druids automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of time per rest. As Druids gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter use. Okay, +1 survival and +1 lore and +2 survival. Fighter. Fighters form the front line of disciplined armies across the Eastern Reach, though they are most commonly found in cultures with an organized martial structure. Fighters can also be encountered as wandering mercenaries, bodyguards, and other types of sellswords. The common element that unifies fighters is their heavy focus on endurance and melee defense. Starting ability, Constant Recovery. Fighters continually regenerate endurance at a modest rate during combat. +1 athletics, +1 lore, and +1 survival. The Monk. Monks belong to a variety of fighting orders that have sprung up in Examital and the Eastern Reach over the past few centuries. While many monastic orders can trace their teachings to the enduring founder, Gletak individual organizations vary greatly in their focus, morality, and ethics. Common folk respect the incredible discipline of monks, but see them as an odd, unpredictable bunch who may not be entirely sane. Even mercenaries and other adventurers aren't sure what to make of them. Starting ability: Transcendent Suffering. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. Wounds. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. +1 stealth, +1 athletics, and +1 survival. Yeah, those are some rough names, I'm telling you. The Paladin. Paladins are martial zealots, devoted to a god or ruler, or even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group or like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Among those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. Starting abilities: Faith and Conviction. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all of their defenses. Over the course of the game, the value of this bonus may shift based on the reputation the paladin gains relative to the behaviors that are preferred by his or her order. +2 athletics, +1 lore. Priest. Priests are devoted of Eora's deities and practitioners of religious magic. While all priests dedicate themselves to specific gods, priest power is actually derived from their personal beliefs. In contrast to most paladins, priests tend to focus on philosophy, teaching and the relationship of religious organizations with common folk. The reception of priests in any given part of the world depends largely on how their god is revered or reviled by the people who live there. Starting abilities: Holy Radiance generates a modest amount of endurance for allies around the priest. Any enemy vessel caught in the area take burn damage may be frightened. Over the course of the game, the power of this ability may shift based on the reputation the priest gains relative to the behavior that are preferred by his or her deity. Holy Shizzle. For sure. Spells. Priests have access to a variety of support and some offensive-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, priests automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast. Okay, we got that. +1 athletics, +2 lore. Then we have the Ranger. Rangers are warriors of the woodlands and masters of the hunt. Always partnered with soul-bonded animal companions, they can... Oh, I want an animal companion. They can be found in wild spaces all over the world. As their lifestyles often tend towards independence and isolation, it is rare for rangers to become an integral part of a large fighting force, though they are often employed as scouts and guides. I would be frightened if I was on fire too. That is true. That is a very good point. Starting ability: Animal Companion. All rangers share a strong bond with an animal companion. Animal companion, yes, Danielle, you heard right. That caught my eye as well. The companion fights at the ranger's command and is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the rangers and companion is powerful. If one goes down in battle, the other suffers as well. Stealth +1, survival +2. The Rogue. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. They can be found as often in dark back alleys as the heart of battlefield skirmishes. Though unpredictable and undisciplined, rogues are commonly used as shock troops or as part of a surprise assault. Their withering attacks, breaking enemy ranks and morale. Rogues tend to congregate in larger numbers in cities where they can be steadily employed as mercenaries or hired muscle. Starting ability. Sneak attack. Applies bonus damage to the rogue's ranged and melee weapon attacks when the target has any of the following: afflictions: blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, or weakened. It also applies to any target the rogue strikes with the weapon within the first 2 seconds of combat. Stealth +1, mechanics +2. After Ranger, love pet class. Yeah, it is pretty convincing with the pet pal thing. This is giving me World of Warcraft flashbacks. Never played World of Warcraft. The Withered. Harry. The master of academic magic. Wizards are students of arcane traditions that stretch back beyond the boundaries of recorded history. Wizards are a highly organized group, often forming academies or guilds devoted to research and development in magical studies, and tend to favor environments where inquiry, experimentation, debate, and the dissemination of knowledge are encouraged. Many accomplished wizards eventually become known for their eccentricity, their egos, and their unquenchable interest in all things arcane and occult. Haven't even gotten to classes yet. Isn't that the classes? Those are the classes, right? Well, I can do Harry Potter jokes. I can do them. Always. Starting abilities. Arcane Assault. Mid-range attacks that hits a small area for raw damage. Yeah, I am on classes, right. Mid-range attack that hits... I don't even want to read this. I want a pet. Sorry. It's too convincing. I want a pet. That got me. You monster. I don't know what you're saying. I have no idea about that. Oh, I can take one of those? Yes? Sorry, Cam, but I want a pet. I want a pet. Correct choice. Thank you, Hypatia. Wounding shot. As he or she would with fleeing prey, the hunter aims for a spot that will slow the target's enemy's progress, hobbling the target and inflict raw damage over time. I like that. Effects: target, if successful, hobbled for 10 seconds. Accuracy with fortitude. User primary attacks. Okay. Marked prey. Designates a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion a damage bonus against that target. Ooh, I like both. I like both. I think I will take prey. Oh, we have different companions. Oh. All rangers form a strong spiritual connection. I'm sure you can pet a teammate or something. Isn't Druid better for this? For his wood, transform into a were animal, but rangers are kind of cool if you like, just from the D&D universe. I don't know. I want a pet. Sorry, I'm not. All rangers form a strong spiritual connection with a single creature, their animal companion. This connection allows rangers and their companions to coordinate, attack, and efficiently take down prey. In most situations, the companion runs interference while the ranger attacks at range. Despite these advantages, there are risks to the relationship. Rangers share a literal life bond with their animal companion. When one is wounded, they can sense it and feel intense emotional pain. If a ranger or animal companion are knocked unconscious, the partner suffers from bonded grief, affecting accuracy and other stats until the downed ally is revived. If a ranger is ever killed, the animal companion immediately dies from grief. Alright, Asha, I hope you feel better. See you soon. Hypatia wants a bear. Let's see what options we have here, right? Oh, we don't get to see them beforehand. Antelope Companion. Antelope Companions have naturally superior defenses: deflection, fortitude, reflexes, and will. All rangers form a strong spiritual connection with a single creature, their animal companion. That is... Oh yeah, we read the rest. Okay. Then we have the Bear Companion. Bear Companions have usually high damage reduction, giving them superior protection from all forms of damage. That sounds very useful, considering that they will rush in front of us and kind of interfere with our enemies. Yeah, that's a bit weird that we don't get a preview. The Boar. Boar companions inflict more damage when they are below 50% in endurance, okay. The Lion Companion. Lion companions have the ability to terrify enemies with a powerful roar. Stag. Stags can activate a melee attack that does damage to all enemies in a small area around the main target. Or Wolf Companion. Wolf animal companions do high damage and can more easily avoid disengagement attacks. Oh, you all want the bear. Heimdall wants the lion. Camp, the wolf. Astasi, Danielle, and Hypatia voting bear. I mean, I don't know. Can we name our companion Hypatia? You know that. And but we won't name him Cuddles. That much I can promise. Okay. Not sure if I wanna, like, bear companion sounds like the most logical, and bears are pretty cool. Not that you noticed, okay. But I do like wolves. Gingy, Hound, and Cam voting for wolves. Sassy Acro, sassy. Ooh. Yes, you can name your companion. Oh, nice. Thank you for the info, DZZ8409. Or is there another way to pronounce that? Anyway, thank you for that advice. And welcome to the stream. Fair wolf? I was too busy making the bear my off tank. Yeah, I will take the wolf. Let's go with the wolf. Oh! How can you miss that, Hypatia? What is that? What did you do? Who am I listening to the whole time? Have you even played this game? Should look for naming. Gwynblade is not bad, but it needs a first and a last name. Hello, Solace 420. Yeah, well, we decided that along the way. Is that a common choice, Solace? Can't trust Hypatia. Maybe I did name it. You did name it shit. That's interesting. Lupo McHowls. Lupo McHowls is not bad. Wolf McWolfie. I like Lupu McHowls. That's not bad. Lupu McHowls. I like that. Let's take Lupu McHowls. Okay. Oh god. Attributes. You missed that we picked a wolf that is now named Lupu McHowls. Alright, Estasi. Thank you for stopping by. See you soon. You're booting your game to see what you named your bear. Attributes. Attributes define a character's basic mental and physical strength and weaknesses. They modify many gameplay statistics and are often used to unlock options in conversations. Characters creations allows you to choose which attributes your character will emphasize, but spells and items can further modify your attributes during gameplay. Okay, we have Might. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strengths. Yeah, we had that. So I guess the gold star means the bonus that we got already, or what does gold star mean? Oh, highly recommended, probably. Recommended, and highly recommended. Okay, I see. All in perception. No, not all, but I guess a lot, right? So we have 15 points. Okay. I think at least 5 in perception makes sense. I think I will go 5 into might. Then intellect represents a kind of logic and reason. And we go 3 in intellect and 2 in dexterity. Probably terrible what I'm doing here, but I'm not a pro. Look at what... So much ahead. Okay. I'm okay with this. What does that even mean? Okay, we are at culture. Okay. Let's go into the culture club. Where's kindness and generosity and good conversation? I don't know. It's in your heart. Edir. Oh, okay, that's basically our origin. The Edir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Edir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. Your name? No, Hypatia. No. You can't name your bear Bear. Deadfire Archipelago. The Deadfire Archipelago is consisting of the nations of Nazitak, dozens of Omar settlements, and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea. Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, Omar, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. This explains many things to me. This is character creation when not sober. Well, good that I'm sober. Okay, Ixa Middle Plains. Locate... Does that... Oh, it changed our starting equipment as well. Located to the northeast of Air Glenfarth, the Ixa Middle Plains are a large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by humans and Orlan residents. The Ixa Middle culture is one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past several thousand years. Old Valia. No, I don't want a crossbow. You're out already, but I will read it. Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, Old Valia is now the crumbled remnant of an empire of warring merchant nations, counting many human and dwarves among their ranks. The Old Valian countries are still forces to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. Intellect +1. Rautai. Dominated by the Omar nation of Rautai, the Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them Omar, Orlan and Dwarf. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the east. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. I don't like crossbows camp. I choose a culture that makes one of your main skills go to 16, just a suggestion of you choose what you will. Yeah, I'm not trying to like min-max my character. I'm not going like, oh, I want my character to have the maximum amount of damage or anything like that. I'm much more into if I play such games like role-playing the game and getting into the character more than trying to have the best combination of attributes. I will admit, when I play tactics games, I name fighters after damage type, sword, axe, fist. Same with magic users, fire, water, thunder. The Living Lands. I like this starting armor. That's already a plus point. The Living Lands is the mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystem vary dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Oh yeah, I understand, but if the combination stack is it's nice, but of course you pick what you want. I can only suggest, yeah, sure. That's totally fine. That's why I have you guys here to give me some advice and suggestions. But I may choose completely differently. The White That Wends. Oof. Furry. A large, cracked southern expanse of polar ice, the White That Wends is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the White, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. I think I will take the Living Lands. I think, like, description-wise, it fits most with like our nature godlike. We can pester. And it also combines with might, so that actually helps out. I think I will go with the Living Lands. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Living Lands. Colonist. You were part of a group that founded a fledgling colony in a distant land. Explorer. You find the siren call of the horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave, and you've built your life around finding out. +1 lore and +1 survival, +2 survival. Then we have Laborer. Your life has been spent in the study of your craft. You trained and prepared, hoping to hone your skills and ply your trade. I think I choose Living Lands for my Cypher too. Good choice. Okay, maybe we were neighbors, Heimdall. No, this character creation is the real deal. I mean, that is the dream of Luckless, right? Like 4 hours of hot menu action before even getting to the first real scene. But I like it. I actually like that it's so detailed. It makes it more fun to actually roleplay your character if you have many options to customize the character and his or her backstory. Athletics and mechanics. And then we have Merchant. You've traded goods from all over the world, pairing items with buyers of all kinds. Lore mechanics. Drifter. You never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. You are more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. Stealth and mechanics. That doesn't really make sense that we have mechanics. For that, I would say, like, Drifter sounds more like someone who would know a lot about the land, like kind of like the explorer. So maybe lore or survival, kind of similar, instead of mechanics. Hunter. You live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the life of wild creatures. Stealth and survival. Hot. Menu. Action. Yes, Athelas. Mercenary. Blade and battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Athletics and law. I hope also that it's not too boring for all of you. I enjoy it. I don't mind taking my time for this, but I mean, there's not much happening, I have to admit. And the scientist. Are we a mad scientist? Let's find out. The ruler has the rules that govern the world are a set of alchemical formula to you, waiting to be discovered and manipulated. I don't know. I'm not quite sure of what kind of character I want. I think for what I have in mind, it's either Explorer or Drifter. Camp vote Chanter. I'm just here for the fun chat and lovely German voice. Oh, thank you very much, Athelas. Explorer or Drifter? I think I will go with Explorer. Oh. What does Hunter do? Stealth and survival. You live in the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. Wood Elf Ranger, the white that wends, and Hunter. Well, I will go with Explorer. I always knew that. Hi, Pesha. I will go with Explorer. I like that the most. Oh, we did that. Oh, we first need a portrait. What was that kind of grin? I mean, holy macaroni. Kind of hard to tell. They all don't see like any. Like what? Oh, that's the armor. The portraits bug me. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't like in games when the portraits vary too much or differ too much from the actual character. Not a tone to choose from. Yeah. Not a ton to choose from, yeah. I went with Wood Elf, Cypher, Living Lands, Explorer, Voice, Smooth. Okay, we were not at the voice yet. Ooh, that looks pinkish. Yeah, I will have a look at the portrait in a second. I think, like, since we're an explorer, we kind of do want to be a little stealthy from the looks of it. So, like, more of a dark head. That's everything we can do? No. Can't change our hair? No facial hair? We have 3 different hats to choose from. That looks kind of more like a young wood godlike. I don't like his nose. That's our stamina. That looks pretty cool too. Let's click through the portraits. The portrait is us. I think that will be like our picture in the corner somewhere. I have met Mercer in my party. I try and kill him constantly. Makes me feel bad. But that's female. Okay, welcome to the stream, Fantastic Walls. Have missed your first message. Nihilism the game. There's no wood dude. No, none of those guys has hardwood. Oh, there, 2. They look completely different. 3. Maybe this? That could kind of work, right? Those kinda. Maybe that. Maybe that. If he has like a bad hair day or something like that. I think that's the combination I choose. That's all. Just that was all the. I mean, so much character creation, and I can't choose more visual changes. That bugs me.
Yeah? Watch and learn.
Okay.
I'll take a peek. Hey there. Watch and learn. I'll teach you a lesson!
A blade in the dark. Well, now I am the leader of the group.
That sounds like Matt Mercer.
Bring them down! Keeping an eye out. What is it?
I'm flattered.
Stand together!
Not a sound. I'm here. I'm flattered.
Let's go! Nice and slow.
Go, go, go. Feisty.
I've got this. Let's go!
Anything except May Sinister.
Time to see and not be seen.
I'll lead the way. You better run! Nothing will slip past me.
Leading the way. Finish them! Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Watch and learn.
I think I will go
Let's
with Feisty.
go!
Please no Feisty.
Quickly and quietly. Huh? I've got this.
Let's go!
No.
Yes? I'm flattered.
Stand together!
Not a sound.
Oh, maybe benevolent?
I'm here. I'm flattered.
Camp like Sinister. What do you think about this, Hypatia?
No prisoners! Well, now I am the leader of the group.
Stoic is nice, but it really doesn't fit my character, I feel.
Stand together!
I said that before you wrote that in chat.
Shh.
Cocky.
Just say the word. I'll lead the way. You better run! I'll go on ahead. Just say the word.
I think I will go with benevolent.
I'm flattered.
Fucking Redmers. Jeez. Hypatia. Calm down. Now we need a name, of course. Akkozomgott. How about Woody Godlson? Would make Woody. Woody Goddleson? Matt voices a character with the most punchable face and dialogue. Woody Woodchuck? Yeah, but we kind of need to incorporate everything here. We can also call him Ben F. Woland. Butch Longsword. Longwood. Butch Longwood. Ben Everland. How about we name the character not Matt Mercer? Bend over Woody barking. I will go with Woody, then I don't know. I like Woody as a first name for him. Woody Hombo, not bad. Mike Roch, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Woody Oakenson. That's not too bad. Elmer. That's always the hardest part for me, finding a good Woody Bendstick. How about we call him Woody Longshot, so we can say for every plan that we make that it's a long shot. It's a typical long shot. How about Woody Longshot? Heimdall gives this okay. I think I will go with Woody Longshot. I'm not too sleepy. I may look like it, Hypatia, but it's actually okay. Woody Longshot. Long Branch. That might be a bit too. Okay, level 1 Ranger with Wolf.